Good afternoon, everyone. How are you today?
Good.
Me too. Thank you for sparing your precious time to join us. I'm Min Lee, a volunteer for the GIC talk team. Before we go any further, I would like to ask you to please either turn off your cell phones or switch them to the silent mode. Thank you. Also, before the talk begins, I want to brief you on one of the GIC's current projects. The GIC is currently engaged in a campaign to raise awareness about recycling. Here are a few tips on how you all can help. Consider a reusable mug or other container for your drinks instead of a paper cup. Also, make sure to separate your garbage and use the recycling bins at the entrance of the building. Thank you for listening. Now, moving on to the start of our talk. Have you guys ever heard about, Have you guys ever heard about the Goethe Institut?
Yes.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Today's speaker, whose talk is expected to last about 45 minutes, will tell us about it. Our speaker is Jeannette. She is originally from Germany and is the director of Goethe Institut, Deutschkurse und Prüfungen in Gwangju.
Well said.
The Goethe Institute brings the multifaceted image of Germany to Gwangju. The organization provides access for those interested in learning about German language, culture, and society, while also promoting international cultural cooperation. The speaker will give an overview of the main areas of activities of the Goethe Institute. Shall we discover her lecture, the Goethe Institute? Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our speaker with a big round of applause.
Hello. Thank you very much for this nice introduction. Hello everybody, thank you for coming here. I hope I'll speak loud enough for you to understand. If not, please give me a sign. Yeah, today's talk is Goethe Institut, and I would like to say thanks to the GIC for approaching us and giving me the opportunity to give you a general overview of what Goethe Institut is in connection to the new presence here in Gwangju. You will have possibility to ask questions, and if we still have time in the end, I would like to share a short movie about 130 years of German-Korean relationships. Okay, so what you, not yet. Sorry. What you see here are just some glimpses of several institute buildings all over the world. Should we maybe switch off the lights? Oh, that's better. Okay. So obviously here we start with the building in Seoul, there is one in Tokyo, we're in Istanbul, Toronto, different countries, different cities, even in Addis Abeba. And now in Gwangju, although I didn't provide a picture here. So, what does Goethe do? The general aim is to build bridges between countries, between cultures, between people. So, what is important to the work of Goethe Institute is collaboration, dialogue, and mutual discussions. This gets reflected in the self-concept. I would like just to mention it. Wherever Goethe is present, there is collaboration with partners, cooperation, dialogue. All this in an international context, so we are open and aware to foreign cultures. And it's important wherever we are, of course, not to forget the historical context of our own background as well as the countries we're working in. What is special about Goethe is that it is a worldwide network. I'll show you a map later on. And so we have a lot of experience in the fields we're working in from all over the world, which gets played back, for example, into Germany, into research on foreign language acquisition, into cultural projects, and so on. Okay. Just to give you an idea of this aforementioned network, we have 8 regional centers. Is it with? No, not yet. Starting from New York to Sao Paulo, one is in Moscow, this is Cairo, I think, Johannesburg, what is that? New Delhi, Jakarta, and so on. Of course, we have institutes in Germany as well, which will be mentioned later. We have 149 institutes in 93 countries, which I think is quite impressive. Additionally, there are 10 liaison offices. One of them, for example, is in Ulaanbaatar, which I find highly fascinating. In Germany, there are 13 institutes. There are institutes all over Europe as well. Some of the institutes have multiple functions, but in general we have 159 locations worldwide. Maybe you read in the newspapers that in Myanmar, the month of February, the latest Goethe Institut has been opened, I think 2 weeks ago. Yeah. The head office is in Munich, Bavaria, famous for Oktoberfest and beer. I don't know why it's there. We also have a capital office in Berlin, obviously, Berlin being the German capital. What is Goethe Institut? It is a non-governmental organization and it works on behalf of the Federal Republic of Germany. So there again, there is cooperation, but Goethe is not, does not have diplomatic status. That's different from Institut Français or even the British Council. In total, in all these places, there are about 3,000 employees worldwide, and there is regular exchange between the regions, so it's quite fascinating. I'm happy to work for this organization. Before coming here, I was based in Bandung in Indonesia, where I was director of a small institute as well. In Korea, I arrived 1 month ago, on the mid-January, so I'm enjoying myself very much. Okay. In Korea, Goethe has been present for 45 years now. The pictures you see here are the 2 locations Goethe has been working in. This one is on Namsan in Seoul, close to the, what is it, the television tower, the one you can get on top of. Oops, this is Namsan as well. This house got renovated recently. During that time, Goethe moved to Seoul Square, next to Seoul-yok. But last year they moved back into the old house. In general, yeah, Goethe came to Korea in 1968. Maybe in the movie later you will see the signing of, the unveiling of the sign. Okay. Some more information about Goethe Institut Korea. It is the headquarters, the head office for the activities in Korea, as well as in the region of Northeast Asia. So it has a double function. Seoul coordinates the activities of these other institutes. Very interesting, from Japan to Hong Kong, very diverse. Before mentioned, there is a liaison office in Mongolia as well. They offer language classes. That's the overview. Goethe also is active in North Korea on project basis. That started in 2004. And in Korea, there have been language centers in Daegu and Daejeon. Now this year Gwangju will be opened. Maybe I'll tell you a little more about that. These are language centers and they get established in cooperation with the university. This is why in Gwangju Goethe is on Chanchonan campus. In Daegu there is a presence in Kenyang University, and in Daejeon it is on Chungnam National University campus. So there are contracts, MOUs with the universities. It's actually cooperation projects. Okay. What do we do there? Where we are? What is the mission? There are 3 pillars which you can find if ever I send you a letter in our logo as well. The first one is language. One of the aims of Goethe Institut is promoting German as a foreign and second language in Germany and globally. The second part is encouraging international cultural cooperation through projects between countries, through exchange of artists and so on. The third aspect, very important as well, is conveying a modern, up-to-date, comprehensive image of Germany. That's why all those presences, the one in Gwangju as well, will provide information about life in Germany, political aspects, cultural aspects, social aspects. Okay. Maybe some more about learning German, because that for Gwangju is the priority. This is actual pictures from language classes in Seoul, so we have the right to use them. These are real German learners. Okay, what is so special about Goethe? First of all, our course level system is internationally valid. Goethe is a member of ALTE, the Association of Language Testers in Europe. So we follow this common European the Common European Reference for Language. This is a standardized level system, A1, A2, B1, B2. Maybe some of you heard of it. We adopt this level for our language classes. That means when you start in Gwangju with the beginner's level, but then maybe you go studying in the Philippines, you can continue in the Philippines, Goethe Institut as well, because they follow the same system. And as far as we know, for German, Goethe is the only institution offering that kind of network. We have specially trained teachers. All of them have a university degree, plus they have to follow special formation from Goethe Institut to really have them use up-to-date teaching methods. Okay. We do a lot of communication in class. So there is grammar, there is listening and writing and speaking, but all of it with the aim of helping people communicate. So there are a lot of role plays and games. To me, so far, it seems that this is a major difference to some of the other institutions here offering German, which base their work on grammar teaching. So for us, it's more speaking and actual production. As well, there is an emphasis on intercultural understanding, which is integrated into the language materials we use. So we ask, what is your background? What do you know from your country? In Germany, what do you think? How is it? How do you feel when you see in Germany people live like this? So it enhances reflection about culture. I already mentioned state-of-the-art methods. So we have the up-to-date teaching methods. We have very recently got interactive whiteboards in class. So in Seoul they are teaching an iPad class So we try to incorporate up-to-date developments into language teaching. As well, Goethe Institutes are acknowledged examination centers because, again, the Goethe examinations are standardized. It's not that easy to make an exam, and for Goethe a lot of work goes into it. So when somebody comes with a certificate for A1, A2 level, it gets acknowledged in Germany, for example, at universities without a problem. Okay. Is there something missing? Okay. Another aspect of Goethe presences is a support service for Korean teachers on schools and institutions who deal with German. So Goethe can help with the development of teaching materials. There are workshops, seminars and conferences offered for people teaching German. If it's a government agency, for example, who wants to develop a curriculum, Goethe can give advice with respect to what's important for German as a second or third foreign language. All of this often is done in cooperation with local agencies. Like there are associations of German teachers, German professors in Korea, and there are close contacts between Goethe Institut and them. The last point here is a special initiative, Schools Partners for the Future. Next, please. That means certain schools are selected according to certain standards, and they get special aid for their language speaking classes. Worldwide, there are 1,500 schools in that network, and they profit, for example, from international German Olympiads. There are summer schools in Korea, for example, summer schools in Germany. There are language scholarships, but this is special for schools. The second pillar was, as aforementioned, cultural programs. So throughout the year, several cultural events are being organized in all the domains of art, film, dance, exhibitions, literature, music, theater. It's very varied, and the up-to-date information can be found on the websites. That looks scary, doesn't it? In fact, that is a special offer from the information services, what formerly was called the library. That's a 3D printer. And with this, there are workshops as well, people printing, like when it was Christmas, they were printing Christmas decoration in 3D with that thing. So that's quite fun. In the libraries, there is access for free to German books, to translations of German books, and even German translations of Korean books, so a lot of reading. There are information media, magazines, newspapers, e-books, all of these, and it's for free. CDs, movies, and among the activities schedules there may be movie screenings as well. I forgot. Also a part of the information services are facilities for self-studying German. In Seoul already, in Gwangju not yet, like there is special software for people who want to study German on their own. They are installed on the computers there. This is something quite recent. Online, that is an e-library accessible through the internet, obviously, where you can borrow e-books, audio files, and electronic newspapers from Germany. I think it's for free, and it helps greatly accessing German media from an academic field as well. Oh, just to impress you with numbers, that's the contact information. I just wanted to add it, so on the left-hand side it's Korea, it's the center in Seoul, over here. And this is the contact information for Goethe Institut Deutschkurse und Prüfungen in Gwangju on Cheonan University campus. In all the domains mentioned, language, cultural activities and information, we are establishing a schedule of what will be offered here in Gwangju. Like I said, we arrived here mid-January. We started with the language classes in February, and we are currently working on a schedule for, I don't know, maybe exhibitions, or there will be a workshop with a children's book illustrator who might come to Gwangju. There will be movie screenings, things like that. We are still in the process of establishing all that. So as soon as we have a program, it will be posted on our website. Okay. Thank you.